And I think the majority of people who smoke DMT have like a pretty similar experience. Something akin to what you just described.
Yeah.
But I've also had experiences prior to ever smoking DMT, like when I was way younger, before I like even did drugs really. Like I had done, eaten some mushrooms and like I was smoking pot and stuff. I was a teenager, but like I had never done like DMT or like, shit like that or like, ketamine or like fucking the crazy shit. So, yeah, ketamine's fucking crazy. I was in high school at the time, and I was like really into astral projection. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm super into astral projection. For those who are not familiar, for the normies watching the pod right now, basically the idea of astral projection can be summed up as like your astral body, your consciousness, what religious people interpret as your spirit, your soul. Basically, there's this energy force inside everybody that you can't really debate that, right? We all are energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change form.
Yeah.
So it fucking goes off. And so there's something inside you that leaves or whatever, and that's thought to be your astral body. And your astral body, while you're alive, is tethered to your physical body, but like if you learn how you can potentially leave and, visit this other plane of existence. So think of reality, this existence that we're in right now, this 3D space, as a frequency, essentially like a radio station. And there's a bunch of different ones. We just are experiencing all of this because we're tuned to this frequency. Our fucking brain, whatever it is, our consciousness is in tune with this frequency that we're currently on right now. And everything on this plane of existence is vibrating at the same frequency. There's higher ones, there's lower ones. Lower ones are the shittier ones. Higher ones are the more like, again, what religious people interpret as like angelic ones. There's higher planes of existence. There's higher spiritual beings that live on these planes of existence. It goes fucking deep as shit, right? And I'm butchering the explanation, but
no, thank you for this TED Talk. It's great.
That's basically it. Thank you for watching my TED Talk. I'm a fucking bitch. I was like in high school and I was like obsessed with astral projection, dude. Like I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was meditating every single day. I was like just full weirdo, like just smoking crazy amounts of weed. I even stopped smoking weed because I wanted to astral project so bad.
Yeah,
and like, you know how big a deal that is for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't stop smoking weed unless I really, really have to.
Yeah.
And I was watching some shit. Like I was like following all these, like spirit leader fucking bozo YouTubers.
Those people that will just
those people that fucking wear robes and are like, you need to not consume anything that has fluoride in it, or you need to fucking suck my cock. All these people convince you of all this bullshit, but I mean, who knows how much of it's true? I mean, maybe they do. I don't. But I stopped smoking weed basically because they had me convinced that weed was inhibiting me from achieving this astral projection. I was practicing for months, and I was so good at meditating, and my life was drastically improving. Like don't get me wrong, like just because I didn't astral project, it doesn't mean I didn't get good benefits from it. I definitely saw improvements, and every time I regularly meditate, my life improves. So anybody who's not into meditating and fucking thinking about getting into it, get into it, you fucking pussy, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it'll change your life. But I was really fucking into it, and I was trying to do it every single day. And I was getting nowhere with it. Stopped smoking weed, fucking ate like really clean and shit. Like tried to fucking really be about it.
Committed.
Dude, I was committed. I was like,
wanted it.
I honestly, I mean, looking back, like in the psychoanalytic sense, is probably like me trying to escape my reality.
Yeah,
because
is that what you think? I was about to ask.
Yeah,
is that what
more
you
than
think
likely.
The reason was why you wanted to.
I was just like, I mean, it's escapism. It's why I got into anything else in my life. It's why I got into Batman. It's why I got into fucking movies. It's why I got into making music. It's why I got into drugs. It's just all at the end of the day goes back to escapism. You tell I've been to therapy, dude, because I have. So I fucking I go to do it and I'm practicing it every day. I'm getting nowhere, and I'm like a full on believer. Like I'm like, this is gonna work. I'm just a whoa.
Tell us. Now you're done. That was it.
That's yeah. Now you're on record and you don't want to fucking whatever.
Dang.
I was like, dude, I'm just getting nowhere with it. I was like, I'm new. I'm a student to this. Like I'm fucking. This is new to me. Whatever. Patience, it's going to take patience. It takes some people years to learn, and I was at it for maybe 6 months. So about 6 months in, I'm meditating all the time, but I'm not leaving my body like I want to be.
And you're getting pissed.
And I'm getting I have all these unrealistic expectations of what it's like. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fly around and be like fucking, you know,
Superman.
Yeah, dude. You know, whatever bullshit. And one day, I'm fucking all right. Here we go. This is it. I'm gonna astral project, and I go for it, and nothing happens for like 45 minutes, an hour. So I go, fuck this. I got school tomorrow. I'm gonna just go to bed. So I was doing it on my back. Every time I tried to do it, I'd lay down flat on my back with my hands to my side. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go to bed. So I laid on my side and like went in like sleeping position, you know, side, cozy, curled up like a little baby bitch. And I'm going to sleep. And as soon as I start to fall asleep, that's when I start noticing some shit's a little off. And I start feeling some tingly. I start getting the tinglies. You know the tinglies?
Like the tinglies on your bodies?
Yeah, like the tinglies on my body. So I'm getting the tinglies. I'm laying there and I'm like, ooh, why am I getting the tinglies right now?
Right.
I'm getting the tinglies and then I fucking can't move. And then it's like full sleep paralysis. And we've talked about this on the pod before. So if you're interested in that, go back to a fucking earlier episode.
Yes.
You cock.
Yes.
Sleep paralysis. We've touched up on it already.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
But I'm totally familiar with that. Sleep paralysis, I'm no stranger to it. I experienced that a bunch of times since early childhood. So I know what's up with that.
Yeah.
So I go, all right, I'm experiencing sleep paralysis right now. That's just what's happening. Here we go. I can't fucking move. I can't move. My body locks up and it feels like it's vibrating. Then I start to feel like the whole room is vibrating. And I'm like, wow, this is not any type of hallucination I've experienced before with sleep paralysis. This is some fucking crazy shit.
Right.
So the whole room's fucking vibrating. And then I start feeling like physical like G-forces. Like G-force on my body. Like as if my bed was on a rocket ship being shot up. And like I was stuck to it. Like I literally felt like, you know? Like I'm on a fucking ride going up into the air. And I'm stuck and I feel physical G's. And I'm like, whoa. And I start to feel my fucking shit like coming out of my body, rising out of my body. Whatever. The soul, the consciousness, the astral body. Whatever the fuck it is, it starts, it's happening.
Yeah.
And I become aware of it. And I'm in this weird limbo state of half awake, half asleep. But all this fucking crazy shit's happening. At this point, the vibrations have got so intense. It's like there's a fucking 10.0 earthquake going on around me and I can't move.
Christ.
Like it's loud as shit, dude, like intense. And like I said, I was half awake, half asleep, you know, like was half there. And I was kind of aware what was going on, but like not really because I'd never experienced anything like that before. And all I remember is like a very like, I don't know how to like put it into the right words, just like a very like primal instinct, like subconsciously in my head, my own voice going, yo, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I thought I was, but I'm not, and I can't do it. And I'm not down, and I back out. And I just kept repeating that in my head. I back out. I'm not fucking ready for this shit. I'm not ready.
God.
I can't do it. I back out. Next thing I know, it's the morning, and I wake up, and it's time to go to school. And it wasn't until I woke up that next morning that I realized, oh, shit. I was about to astral project. I was astral projecting.
Yeah.
I was in the process of astral projecting, and every like guide that I had read about or watched that described the physical sensations of astral projection leading up to it is exactly what I experienced. So I knew it wasn't just some shit. Like I knew that's what was happening.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I just wasn't ready. I was like, I'm fucking not ready. And after that, I tried 1,000,001 times, never got that far again. Right. Years go by, never got that far again. Was like, wow, that was fucking crazy. That happened to me without drugs. That's what fucking blew my mind. Is there were no drugs involved. That was full just. That was 100% me, and I wasn't ready, and I realized that. I was like, I guess I don't know. I guess I fucking just wasn't right. So years go on after that, and I go on with my life, and I tried it for a couple months after that, and didn't get anywhere near close. So I was like, fuck it, dude. Just obviously I'm not ready, and maybe one day I will be, but I'm not right now. So like I'm gonna fucking go on with my life, and I go on with my life. A couple years go by, and find out about DMT. I'm watching Joe Rogan and shit, and I'm fucking hanging out with the boys, and DMT's fucking around or whatever. It was really hard to find, but I had an interest in it because I had that prior interest to fucking astral projection, and like something it told me the two are connected. I watched this documentary. I highly recommend it. It's called DMT: The Spirit Molecule. I think it's on Amazon. It was on Amazon for a while. It probably just on YouTube. It's like the DMT documentary. I watched that, and that fucking got my whole gears going on DMT being the shit.
The shit.
And it took me forever to fucking find it, but we found it, and I got it from some dude, and I got the real shit, like not the vapor pen bullshit. I got the fucking raw stuff, and you have to smoke it. You have to like vaporize it. You have to smoke it like you smoke meth. So I went around trying to buy a meth pipe from all these smoke shops, and they were all looking at me like, "Get the fuck out of here," because they didn't have them. Because Point Loma doesn't sell meth pipes. I just found that out the hard way. And then I finally find this one shop like right outside of Point Loma that had like a meth bong. It was like a bong with like a meth piece at the end, and so I bought that, and then took it back to the house. And I was with my lady.
Meth bong.
Yeah, it was a straight up meth bong, dude.
That's wild.
It was crazy. And I was like, okay, cool. Take that back to the house. My chick's with me. She doesn't want to do it because she's too scared. And also, she doesn't give a fuck about any of this bullshit. She thinks it's fucking stupid. She thinks it's not real. Or she just didn't want whatever. I don't know what she thinks. But she's with me, and she didn't want to do it. It was my thing. And I'm like, all right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to hit it as many times as I can, because I knew the deal. I know if you have to hit it at least 3 times, hold it in as long as you can, is what I've been told. And if you can hit it, just keep hitting it until you can't, because then you're gonna go out. And like, if you want to break through, you got to get as much of it in you as possible. And I was like, motherfucker, I'm breaking through. I was like, I've gotten there before. I've almost gotten there before, and I fucking turned around. So this is not gonna happen to me again. So I hit it. I'm hitting the fucking meth bong, and I was like, all right, babe. Like, eventually, I'm gonna lose motor function, but I want you to keep lighting it for me because I'm gonna inhale until I can't. And she's like, okay, you fucking drug addict psycho. And I'm hitting it, and then I can't. I start. Whoa! It starts hitting me. Like, first hit is like the visuals come on, and I compare it to like as if you ate like an ounce of mushrooms and it came on all at once. That's what that was like. I hit it and I was like, fucking crazy visuals, but like mushroom-esque visuals, you know, like weird psychedelic shit. And I go, all right, hit it again, hold that in, let it out, hit it again. Okay, more intense. Now it starts vibrating, but like a real similar vibration. You feel me? I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's happening.
Here we go. Third hit, in the middle of the third hit, my hands go down to my side, and like I start to like, oh shit, and I kind of look at her and like I'm like, light it, you know. She lights it, and I fucking take that third one in, and I just inhale as deep as I can, hold it in for as long as I can, and then I fall back, and I'm fucking gone, and I'm just fall back, my eyes close, and I'm out of my fucking body, like instantly. I'm going up into like you know, Space Mountain, Disneyland ride.
Yep.
Very similar tunnel to that. When you're going up on that ride, you're in the tunnel, you know, and there's like the fucking space shit around you.
Yeah.
I'm going up that, and I'm holding the hand of this like little like cartoon jester, black and white, half black, half white, like very simply drawn, like just very basic shapes, like very pointy, basic shape, basically drawn jester, like the pointy hat, Harley Quinn looking shit.
Yeah.
And he's taking me up. He's holding my hand, and he's flying, and he's little. He's like short and square. I'll draw it for you eventually. And he's little, and he's like leading me up because he can fly. And he's holding my hand, and he's leading me up this tunnel, and he keeps like looking back at me, and just like there's no verbal communication going on, but I can.
Right.
It's like telepathic almost.
Yeah.
It's like I feel what he's saying to me, and it's along the lines of like, oh, dude, like you're not fucking ready. You're a pussy. Like you're a fucking little bitch, dude. Like you are not ready for what's on the other side of this fucking shit. And I the whole time I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like I am. I don't give a shit because I went into it like just broed out. Like dude, like we're gonna fucking rock and roll, you know. So I'm going up this tunnel. And he's taking me, and he's telling me I'm a pussy, and I'm not ready. And he's like, dude.
And you're like, I'm not a pussy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not a fucking pussy, dude. I was a pussy when I was younger, but I'm a goddamn man, you know? And we're fucking going up the tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel, there's like this wooden, like, hatch, this, like, wooden door. Like, it looks like wood, like, closing it off. And then we get there, and we stop floating, and he looks back at me, and he's like, well, here we are, you little bitch. Are you gonna bitch out again? Are you gonna be a pussy and fucking not be down? And I looked at the door, and I looked at him, and I said, I'm going to see what's on the other fucking side of that wall. And as soon as I like said that mentally, I didn't say it physically.
Right.
But I thought that. I said, I'm going to, no matter what, I'm getting on the other side of that fucking wall.
Mm-hmm.
We broke through it. Literally broke through it. And very similar to what you were saying, the fucking room, the hallway,
Right.
the pillars, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The pillars were almost like faces. These like faces that like on every side was a new face. So it was like face looking at you directly, like this right here, and also right here, and also like in the back. It was like on every perspective, it was like the same face on like all these pillars. But it was I don't know. It was like almost indescribable, like fucking just crazy colors. And then the jester was in there too, and there was another one. I don't know if it was him in multiple places, just floating around, flying on colors. And they were like laughing at me, and I was just taken aback. I was like, "Whoa, dude! Holy shit! What the where am I?" Like I was like taken aback by this fucking world. And they were like, "Look at him, dude! Like look at this motherfucker. He thought he was so ready. Like you're an idiot. Like you have no fucking idea, dude." And they were just kind of like laughing at me, but like the faces, the like pillar people things,
right?
The entities in there, like I felt an incredible connection to, like parental connection to, almost. Like they were my, I don't know, my spirit guides or my ancestors or fucking some hippy dippy shit. They were something to me, and they knew me and I knew them, and like I just got the overwhelming feeling of like, oh, this is where I'm from. Like I was here. I was like I've been here before. Like this is home.
Right.
Like this is where we go. And I remember being like, I don't want to go back. I was like, can I just like stay here? And the jesters laughed, and the entities were like, no. They're like, you gotta go. They're like, get back down there, dude. And I was like, all right, fuck it. And they were just like, yeah. And they just kind of like laughed at me. And then before I knew it, back in. But that was it. I was like, dude, can I stay here? And they were like, no, you got to go, but like, you'll be back. They were like, don't worry, dude, you'll be back. And I was like, all right. And just fucking before I knew it, woke up. And I'm like, whoa, how fucking long was I out? And she was like, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Damn.
And I was like, was I doing anything weird? She's like, no, you just laid there with your eyes closed. And I was like, I left my body and I went to this other realm. And dude, it was the exact same feeling as that astral projection experience, except like fulfilled. Like it was the shortcut. And like that's why to this day I firmly believe that DMT is the shortcut to astral projection. It's literally just astral projecting without the fucking practice and meditation and spiritual preparation and all this shit. I think it's just a shortcut to that fucking realm. Whatever it is, the next plane, maybe like the next frequency up or whatever.